Hello, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Let's talk today about this huge circuit breaker relays MCBs. What are they actually? Sometimes you fail to understand the difference among all these devices, electrical devices. One thing is common to all of them is that they are all protective devices. So they are used to protect electrical circuits. In the case of taking a high current, any circuit can damage itself. So that is the possibility. In order to avoid this situation, we are using these protective devices. So let's first understand what a fuse does. Fuse is nothing but a thin strip of wire that melts whenever high current passes through that. So every fuse has got a certain specific capacity to bear. So if it crosses this capacity to bear, then it will break the circuit and safeguard the electrical equipments connected to it. So let's suppose a fuse is of 1 ampere. Then, of course, if current taken is more than 1 ampere, it will start heating itself. So, for up to 1 ampere of the current, it is safe. But after that, it will start heating. This heating element inside the fuse will start heating. And ultimately, it will end up with melting and breaking the circuit. Thus, it safeguards everything connected after the fuse. Okay, now what is MCB? MCB does the same thing, but it does not need replacement like the fuse. Fuse needs replacement every time it will, break. So you will have to renew the fuse. But in the case of MCB, it does so smartly. It will trip. It has got a tripping mechanism if it crosses the barrier of, the limit set by the MCB. Suppose you have a MCB of 3 amperes and your circuit is taking more than 3 amperes, then the MCB will trip to safeguard the circuit. Okay. But MCB can be switched on once again by reducing the load in the circuit, maybe to safeguard it. Okay, so that's it. Now let's talk about relays. What is a relay? Relay is basically used for passing some information to some other circuit that will ultimately make use of this information to safeguard a connected electrical circuit. So relays are to pass certain information, and that information could be like over current, over voltage, over frequency. Similarly, under current, under voltage, under frequency, or many other things. Okay, so depending on the type of the uh, uh, information it is passing, so is the name of the relay. So there are many kinds of the relay that will be talked separately. In this video, I cannot talk everything. Now, lastly, I would like to talk about this circuit breaker. Circuit breaker is basically different from the MCBs or the fuses for the reason that they are used to safeguard the high voltage circuits. So, like any voltage above 650 volt is called uh, high voltage. Okay, so the voltages could be 33 kV, 11 kV, 6.6 kV, or more, 132 kV, 400 kV. So for such voltages, it is not possible to use MCB, that is of low capacity, and sometimes the current is of the level of 1000 ampere and so. So on that level and on that voltage, you cannot deal with the circuit current or the voltage with the help of MCBs or fuses. So, in order to protect the circuit, having this much of level of current and the voltage, you need a circuit breaker. A circuit breaker uses relays to get this information, and in addition to the circuit breaker, you have to use CT, that is current transformers, voltage transformers, to uh, understand the level of the voltage, level of the current, and pass on that information to the trip circuit with the help of the relays that will ultimately cause to trip the circuit. So in this video, this much only, not making this so lengthy. So if you like this video, I would like you to request, like to request you, in fact, to subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much.